So today I am going to film a tag video for you guys. It's called the Crazy for Food tag. No one asked me to, film this video. I just like watching these kinds of videos. I think they're fun, they're cool, and you pretty much get to know the YouTubers better that way. But I'm also going to start this tag video because I want to start making weight loss vlogs. I haven't started them yet. If I do, I will come back to this video and leave a link to it down below. Hopefully I start them next week. I want to use this tag video as kind of a transaction to get into those weight loss videos because I do love food, you guys. I love food, all kinds of food, whether it's good for you or not. I love food. So I just wanted to start this video to kind of help me and help you guys kind of understand where I am with it. I do think it's time for me to change my tone just a little bit. Hopefully, by the end of this video, I will have that sort of push I need to start making those videos. So without further ado, I am going to get into the tag video. Okay, so the tag does have 30 questions. I'm going to go through them one by one. But if you see me looking down, that's just because my laptop is on my lap and that's where all the questions are because I can't remember them all. So yeah, let's get started. So the first question is, what food could you eat every day? I say this because I have eaten it every day, so it's not that, complicated to figure out. I would have to say hoagies. When I was in school, I went to tech school, okay? So in the morning, I was at my regular school, and in the afternoon, I took a bus to a different school, okay, which was my tech school. And my lunch was somewhere in between. So what I did was I took food from my first school and took it with me onto the bus to go to my other school. And usually it was a hoagie. That's where it all started. To this day, I love hoagies. I love them because you can switch it up so many different ways. Not that I usually do, but you can. So there you go, hoagies. That is my final answer. So the second question is, what is your favorite restaurant? I'm not gonna say the actual name because it actually has my home name, city in the title, but it was the diner. It was our town's diner is what it was. But I kind of like diners in general. Even in the town that I live in now, I love our diner too. So maybe it's just diners in general that I love. Maybe it's just the comfort food that I love about diners. And it's so, comfortable. It's not, you can wear whatever you want to a diner. So I love diners too. But I'm just going to be cheating through this whole thing. So you're going to be hearing a million different answers for every single question. Hopefully it's not too long. But I've also been going to Chick-fil-A a lot. Just because a new one opened in my area, and it's actually it actually opened on the route that I use to go home. And since I get done work at 9:15, I get done at work at 9:15. I usually stop at Chick-fil-A on my way home and bring it home with me so I don't have to cook when I get home. It's not very good, but that's not good for you. So the third question is, what city has the best food you've ever had? Considering the fact that I don't travel a lot, I'm gonna have to say Cape May, just because when I was younger, that is where I went for my family vacations, and every time I think of Cape May, I think of seafood. Seafood. I love seafood. Okay, so number 4, what do you get on your sub? That is pretty easy considering the fact that I pretty much get the same thing every time I go there. Depending on whether I go to Wawa or Subway, I get wheat bread or I get honey wheat. I love them both. I don't like plain Italian. But on it, I usually get turkey. I get Swiss or provolone cheese. I get, of course, lettuce, tomato, onion, you know, the usual. And then I put cucumbers in it. And then a new discovery that I have been recently putting on it is black olives. I didn't realize black olives on a hoagie could be so good. And then of course I put mayo on it. So that is my usual Next side. Question is, what do you get on your pizza? I am not picky about pizza as long as it does not have pineapple on it. But what I usually get is either supreme or pepperoni. I do love it when my pizza is stuffed crust. That is like a dream to me. If I had to get a plain pizza but I was able to get it stuffed crust, I would because I love stuffed crust. And you know, sometimes I put a little bacon on it too because I love bacon. So question number 6 is there a food you've always wanted to try? I never really gave it much thought. I know I've never tried caviar. Is caviar good? I've never tried it. And snails. I know it's like a delicacy in Paris to eat snails. Is snails good? Someone tell me. Do you like snails? I don't know. That. It doesn't sound appetizing, really, but I just wanted to try it. The next question, number 7, is tell me about your worst restaurant experience. Okay. This is gonna be story time, you guys. Story time. So, a friend and I was on our way to the Crayola factory. That's what it's called, the Crayola factory. Childish, right? But, you know, we still had fun. On our way to the, you know, Crayola factory, we stopped at a Friendly's. We were being escorted to our table by the waiter. And the waiter had a piercing on his, I don't remember if it was a nose piercing or an eyebrow piercing. I don't remember what it was because it was such a long time ago. But it was like one of those rod things. I don't know what it's called, but it was like a really long, wide rod. So we're walking behind him as you usually do because he was showing us to where our table was, and my friend, I won't say her name. I won't say her name. But my friend turned around and she was telling me how cool she thought, you know, the piercing was. And I thought, and piercing isn't really my thing, you know, but I really didn't care because it's not my face. So I was just following and listening and nodding and going, yeah, that's cool. But we got to our table and he was really nice too. He was really nice. He was a gentleman. He did everything a waiter was supposed to do and everything. He gave us, you know, he took our soda order, and he gave us the menu and he walked away and he said he would be back to get our order and all that stuff. But then all of a sudden, okay, the door to the kitchen bursts open. Oh, I knew something wrong was going to happen. This woman comes storming out of the kitchen, okay, and she is coming right to our table. I watched her out of the corner of my eye and I prayed she was going to walk past us, but she didn't. She came up right to our table and started screaming at my friend. Apparently, the waiter who, you know, escorted us to our table was listening to our conversation, and he mistook it as my friend making fun of his piercing. So it was a complete miscommunication there. But oh my gosh, this woman was screaming at my friend, terribly and all of the people who were sitting near us was hearing this, okay? And oh my gosh, she was screaming and yelling, and more than once my friend tried to stop her and try to explain to her what was going, like, we both thought the piercing looked cool, okay? There was nothing, you know, we don't care about, because I have friends who has piercings like that, okay? So I don't care what I wouldn't do it to my own face, but I think it did look cool. But she was just screaming and yelling until us, telling us, how dare you make fun of I don't know if it was just her friend, or if he was her boyfriend, or if he was her brother. I don't know. But she was so upset. And by the time she had screamed herself hoarse, okay, she like literally could not yell anymore, she walked away. Hallelujah, she walked away. Now, at that point, I wanted to leave. I wanted to walk out of the restaurant. I wanted to leave. But my friend, being my friend, could not let the situation go. So when the waiter came back with our drinks, and he seemed happy. He didn't seem upset at all. At all. So I don't know if he heard this woman coming out and yelling at us or not, but apparently he didn't know. I don't know. But my friend was very upset to the point of almost crying. So when he finally came to our table, my friend tried to explain, and he was like, yeah, sure, I don't care. So he was totally fine with it. Yeah, there was no issue at all. No issue at all. So this woman, for no reason, just came up and started screaming and yelling at us. Like, I do work in customer service, okay? I do work in customer service, and you do not yell at your customer like that. I don't care what the reason is. I don't care if they made fun of your hair, your eyes. I don't care if they made fun of your clothes. You are not supposed to treat your customers that way. As rude and as degrading as some things that people can say, obviously they can hurt us. But you're really not supposed to talk to your customers that way. And, I mean, my friend and I aren't really the type of people to snitch. I was considering on telling the manager about it, but we didn't want to make the situation worse. So we just ended up eating our food and just leaving. I didn't even want to stay to eat our food, but since the waiter wasn't, upset with us, we didn't really care. Thankfully, we did not see that woman again at all while we were there. So there you go. That's our story. Okay, so the next question, number 8, is who's a better cook, your mom or your dad? I am so happy that this question is in this tag video, because this issue has been a lingering battle in my family for like ever since I was a child. My parents have always had an issue about how the other one cooks. My mom is more creative with her cooking. She will go outside of the box with her cooking and with her baking. My dad is more of a comfort food addict. He loves, meatloaf, he loves chicken. He pretty much loves basic, everyday food. To me, I love both their cooking. I can't choose one. I really, really can't, because to me, I love comfort food. As I said, I do love going to diners, so I love comfort food. So I can't say anything negative about my dad's cooking. As for my mom's cooking, she makes the best Italian food ever. I love her spaghetti. I love her lasagna. I love any pasta she makes is amazing. And she can make a pretty good steak too. My dad can make a good steak too. So for this question, I cannot answer. Mostly because I don't want mostly because I don't want either of them to get mad at me. So there you go. So the next question is, what is one food you just fail at making? For this one, I have 2 answers. The first one is rice. I am terrible with rice. It is either not done or it is too done. Either way, my rice sucks. The other one I am terrible of making is eggs. I am just dippy eggs to be, I suck at making dippy eggs because they are just, oh my gosh. If I don't break them, You know, if I don't break the yolk, I end up overcooking it and you don't get any yolk anyway. So yeah, I am terrible at making the beet eggs. So question number 10 is name your least favorite foods. Okay. I hate coconuts. I hate the texture of coconuts. Ugh. I like the smell of coconuts, but I hate the taste of it and I hate the texture of it. Another one I hate is green olives. Ugh. Ugh. I like black olives, but not green olives. And then the last thing I hate is anything that is spicy. I cannot deal with anything spicy. Which is kind of a bad thing because I've heard that if you eat spicy food, it boosts your metabolism. So I have been trying to eat more spicy food, but it hasn't been working. It hasn't been working at all. Okay, so question number 11 is raw or cooked vegetables. It doesn't really matter to me. I don't really care because I like them both. How do you like your steak? Usually I like it medium rare. That's just because I'm my daddy's girl. He likes it that way too. The next question is, do you enjoy cooking or baking better? I do cook more than I bake. It's just that I get a lot more satisfaction when I do bake because that's usually means that I'm going to be getting something sweet. So I love baking. The next question is, what's your favorite fast food place and can you name 5 items off the menu? I do want to give a quick shout out to Taco Bell because I love Taco Bell. I always have and I always will, and if you do not like tacos, shame on you. But my current favorite is, and this may not come to a shock to you because I have said it earlier in this video, it is Chick-fil-A. It's kind of easy to remember what is on the Chick-fil-A menu because the number 1 is a regular chicken sandwich. The number 2 is the same chicken sandwich, only it has lettuce and tomato, so that's 2 meals. The third one, I think that one's the grilled chicken sandwich. And then, which makes the number 4 the same grilled sandwich, but with lettuce and tomato. And then I know there is the chicken wrap, which is really, really good. And then there is the salad and soup. So there you go. That's 5. And I'm gonna go above and beyond. The number 5, I think it's the number 5. It could be the number 5. Is the spicy chicken, which automatically makes the next one, the number 7. The spicy chicken with lettuce and tomato. Why do they not just combine the numbers? I don't know. Okay, so number 15 is name a food place you wish was closer to you. Olive Garden. I wish there was an Olive Garden near me. I've only been there once or twice in my life and I don't remember anything about it, but I think it would be cool to have an Olive Garden around here just because I think it's healthy for you. Of course the pasta, dishes aren't as good for you, but the soup and salad is really good for you. Another one is Shady Maple. I don't know if Shady Maple is just here in Pennsylvania, but I love it. It is half buffet and half market. So you can shop for your knickknacks, you can shop for your food, and there is a buffet. So I love Shady Maples. Okay, so number 16 is, what is your ultimate favorite dessert? Anything chocolate. If you're talking about ice cream, I love Moose Track just because it has everything in it, okay? Honestly, to me, chocolate and peanut butter were meant to be together. This question is, what food do you gravitate more towards at a party or a get-together? 9 times out of 10, when I go to a party, it is usually like a cookout or something. So when I'm at a party like that, I usually gravitate towards, the hamburgers, the soda, the chips, all that kind of stuff. But I always look for deviled eggs. Always look for the deviled eggs because that is just, oh, I love cookouts. I love cookouts. So number 18 is, what favorite food do you like to eat at Christmas? I don't know. We don't really have a tradition of what we eat at Christmas. It always changes every year. Number 19, what's the first food that comes to mind right now? Bagels. We have cream cheese, but we don't have bagels, which makes no sense to me. So question number 20, do you have any weird food habits? I don't have a weird food habit. I have a bad food habit, and I'm going to tell you it to you right now. You guys know I already told you guys that, I get done work at 9 o'clock. Usually when I go to work, I have a 10-minute break, which is not enough time to actually eat a dinner. So by the time I get home, I am starving, and I usually don't feel like cooking anything. So what I usually do is that I rummage through the fridge, through the cabinets, and just pick out the weirdest combination of food ever. I know last week, the last time I did it, I had ramen, I had an apple, and what else did I have? I had toast with it, yes. I had ramen, an apple, and toast, and hot tea. That is such a weird combination. Such a weird combination of food. I think eating at 9 o'clock is bad for you, isn't it? Like eating after 9 o'clock is bad for you, but I don't have a choice because I'm at work before then. So the next question is, what holiday is your favorite for food? Summer. Summer is my favorite time. I love Thanksgiving, don't get me wrong, I love Thanksgiving, but when I gain the most weight is usually during the summer when we have all of our cookouts. Number 22, what's one food you would never try? I will tell you the foods that I will never try. I will never try octopus, I will never try any spiders, and I will never try any squid. No. Question number 23. Do you know your best friend's favorite food? It's not a food, it is coffee. She doesn't have a favorite food. She has a favorite drink, and it is coffee. Yes. Yep. What's the best thing your mom makes? Her fries are amazing. Her homemade fries. She puts, I don't know what she puts on it, but she puts like spices on them, and they are amazing. They are not hot. What is your favorite style of eggs? I love scrambled eggs, but I made a special, it's not a special way because I know a lot of other people have made this too, but do you know what bug eyes are? Pretty much what you do is you put the butter in the pan, then you get a piece of bread and you put that in the pan and you make a hole in the bread and you put the egg in the hole. We call it bug eyes, but a lot of people call them, cat's eyes. A lot of people call them cow's eyes. We call them bug eyes. So that is how I like my eggs, and I find it easier to flip it over when it's in the bread because it cooks to the bread. So it makes it easier for me to flip. I still sometimes overcook it, but that's beside the point. Number 26 is, name your favorite restaurant that closed down. It was a Chinese restaurant. I forget the name of it. I honestly don't remember the name. But it was a Chinese restaurant. I love Chinese. Not healthy for you. Chinese food is not healthy for you, but I still love it. Number 27. Do you like your bread toasted lightly or dark? Light. I hate it when it's burnt. I don't like burnt bread. Number 28. Do you like spicy food? No. I hate spicy food. It is just terrible. Number 29. Do you like seafood? I do love seafood. The only thing is I don't like fish. I don't like, regular fish. But I do like shrimp. I do like crab. I can eat a little bit of lobster at a time. And I like clams and mussels. I love clams and mussels. The only type of seafood that I do not like is fish. And obviously octopus and squid because I would never try them. So, yes. Number 30, the last question. Number 30 is first food that comes to mind that is green beans. I love green beans. I'm actually hungry for green beans right now because I said something about them. Alright, so I think that is everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I do hope that you guys will follow me during my weight loss journey. I know I will start making them hopefully sometime next week. I am a very big procrastinator. Go figure. I'm a procrastinator. Oh my goodness. So you guys, if you do love tag videos, then like this video. If you love weight loss videos, please subscribe to my channel so that you can follow me along on that journey. It's going to be a very long journey. My channel will probably be focused on that at least for the next few months. I hope it will, because that is where I want to lose weight. So hopefully that will happen soon. So thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye, you guys!